Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's your favorite part-time YouTuber, Crow. And yeah, we've got pretty much two big stories on the Chris Tyson and Mr. Beast situation. I'm gonna try to get both recorded. Right now it is 3 in the morning and I'm just off of a 4+ hour live stream on Yellow Flash's channel. So I'm a little bit out of it, but I've been seeing these pop off today, and I did want to take a little bit of a break from it to cover something else, which was the whole debate with Charlie and Sneeko. But I really can't ignore this stuff. So the first story is the one we're going to talk about in this video. Second one, probably going to come out just a couple hours after this one, which is an accusation of Chris Tyson SAing somebody. So I will do my best to get both of these uploaded. As you know, YouTube is very, very strict, and I'm having to upload these videos multiple times just to get a title that will pass through, because nothing in the actual content flags for demonetization, just anything that's titled with Mr. Beast, and depending on how it's titled too. So I'll do my best. Let's get into it. This is Nathan. Nathan is the one that used to be a mod on Chris Tyson's Discord server, and as they promised, they've provided the full and complete logs. Now, I can't go through every single one of these tonight. I do have some clips that are going around social media right now, and I want to talk about them, because on top of the fact that we know that it is far worse than what we thought, right? There are conversations about him wanting to hook up with the minors on the server, discussing his dick with the minors on the server, a lot of really heinous stuff. But on top of that, we have Mr. Beast actually talking, I shit you not, we have Mr. Beast in the server talking about Chris Tyson's penis with minors. So it's a problem. It is a huge, gigantic problem. Now, when I said that those Mr. Beast things about, you know, we can see that he was in the server, all we had was him leaving the server, and I said, hey, listen, I'm in plenty of servers, I don't really communicate, but it's a big difference when you're on your friend's server that's loaded up with minors and you're discussing his dick with said minors. Jimmy is absolutely fully responsible for Chris Tyson. A lot of the people on that server were fans of Mr. Beast that got to Chris Tyson through Mr. Beast. Lava GS won a competition for Mr. Beast, wound up in that server with Chris Tyson. So let's jump into talking about these highlights here. As you can see here, this is them discussing a 14-year-old, right? Because she is only 14. Damn. And we've actually had the Reddit leaks that have come out where he's also talking about his desire to be with 14-year-olds. We see the other people in the server, which I'm not too familiar with who these names are. These do look different, but it's like they're clearly going on with it. Like 16 and legal in some states, of course. And this one goes, if she's 14, I'm 14. So I think we all know what they are talking about. And someone actually flagged it and said that they're probably talking about the specific individual is Babby, who's another name that's popped up previously in relation to Chris Tyson and his desires. I will leave it at that. Now, over here, we can see where Chris is saying that he's putting his nudes in the NSFW channel, and as already discussed, minors had access to that channel. He did not want to take away the mod access from the minors who were running that server for him. So he's I mean, we already knew about the spamming of hentai, we already knew the spamming of porn. Now we know Chris was also allegedly dropping his own nudes in that server. The other thing, and this is also from 2019, is Chris going like, yes, sex. If that was something you wanted, I want all that and sex. KK. Milk is another minor on this server, and Chris is casually talking about wanting to hook up with, right? Like, remember, the defense from Chris Tyson and the defense from, well, the original defense from Lava was that these were all edgy jokes. This is way beyond any of that, okay? Even if you want to say I wasn't being serious, bro, like, what the, like, you're having these conversations with the minor. The fact that I even need to repeat that is disturbing. It's disgusting. And again, there needs to be way more attention on this stuff, because it's a lot worse than simply inappropriate conversations with the minor. He's directly talking about hooking up with a minor. If you want to say he never intended to, like, why are you having these conversations with a minor? And apparently this isn't the first time, right? because Chris tags somebody and goes, I have a crush on you. And then Milk responds to that saying that they want his penis. So the relationship between Chris Tyson and Milk, I think, needs to be examined a little bit, because I think you have another potential victim here who has not come forward, or at least hasn't really expressed what's happened to them, but it looks pretty damning. Now, here's the worst part. So this is Milk in 2017, okay? Basically like 2 years of talking about Chris Tyson's dick for some reason. He goes, no, he's not. His penis isn't big enough. I'd know. Maybe Milk is just talking shit when he's like, I'd know. I have to look at the fact that you also said that you were posting your nudes in your own server. And it's like, to me, it seems like maybe you were like sexting with these minors just on top of everything else. His Snapchat's deleted, so if those were archived, they're probably gone now. I mean, like, you know, where you can save your messages and such. But then from there, Mr. Beast jumps in to this conversation this minor is having about Chris Tyson's dick and goes, no, I know his penis size and it's huge. What the hell? And even Chris responds to it and goes, Mr. Beast joins in to comment on my penis size. I love it. Everyone has been pointing out that there was no way Jimmy was unaware. There's just no way in hell you're going to explain to us that Jimmy did not know what was happening. Now we have him in the server communicating with a minor about Chris Tyson's dick. Something else got pointed out, and I hadn't really realized this, but this is February 17, 2020. Bruh, Jimmy left this server. So what I realize is, from the few logs that I'd started to go over, it looks like the server was cleaned up sometime late 2019, early 2020. That was when Lava was talking about cleansing the Discord server because it was about to be made public. Or they were going for whatever. It's after that moment that Jimmy chooses to leave the server. That to me is really suspicious, because after it had been cleansed, after it had been cleaned out, that's when Jimmy leaves the server. Not before, not during. After all this stuff had gone on, after he had already been in conversations with the minors, now he chooses to leave after the server has been quote unquote scrubbed clean. So like I said, I will be doing a longer live stream talking about these messages, talking about the SA accusations. There will be another video up later today going into that, probably in just about a couple hours from when this one goes live. But the final thing I want to bring up is Jake Franklin goes, after seeing all this, I'm glad they fired me. A lot of people didn't know that, because he goes, they fired you? Yep, I swear I remember that you just left so you can focus on your own channel or something. And Jake goes, that's what I was told I could say. Now, the reason why this like sticks out to me, there's a video right now. It's being suppressed on YouTube, and I said we'd watch it on Monday. And we still will be. I'll do another live stream tomorrow as well, going through more of this stuff, like I said. But that video basically is accusing Mr. Beast of like just being a degenerate with the way he runs his channel, with the game shows that he does. And it's getting a lot of attention right now, in spite of the fact that YouTube has the video shadow banned. But when I see stuff like this, right, when we got the news about how Mr. Beast was gonna protect Chris Tyson by giving him a raise after the divorce so he could screw over his ex-wife, the guy seems like an actual piece of shit. Okay, I appreciate the charity work and everything, I really do, but like as a person, the stuff he does, the way that he treats people that he knows, it's becoming very obvious to me that nice guy persona is completely fucking false, right? And the thing is, I have more faith in what Jake Franklin is telling us, okay? Because when he said Jimmy knew, and then I see Jimmy's in the damn server talking to a minor about Chris Tyson's dick, yeah, it seems like Jake Franklin is telling the damn truth about Jimmy. So I'm now re-examining all this other stuff that's going on, and I'm like, I appreciate the charity work, I really do, but you have a channel that is focused on kids, and you are having conversations about another man's dick with a kid. Every day, something else comes out about this situation. And I'm a small channel and I'm already getting the brunt of a lot of these yellow marks of death on my videos. I know this is happening to the larger creators too, but it's not shutting down the conversation. Every single day I see a new video is up talking about the heinous stuff they're finding out about Chris Tyson, talking about how they believe Mr. Beast knew. And now we have confirmation that he must have known, right? There's the hanging of Shadman's art in one of his own videos. Now we have him in the Discord server where Chris Tyson, and I know I have to say allegedly, is straight up preying on children. If it were a just world and a fair world, Mr. Beast, his channel would be suspended pending an investigation based on what we've already seen put out there, especially given that he's taken no accountability or responsibility for any of this stuff, and the story is over a week old. But we don't live in that type. We live in the type of world where this guy has all the power, all the access, all of the privilege, and is protected by YouTube as the largest channel on the platform, because even though YouTube is really not responsible for the stuff Jimmy and Chris Tyson were doing, the fact of the matter is it looks bad on the entire platform, so they're going to try to squash it, bury it, get rid of it, and eventually we're going to see harsher punishments issued out beyond just demonetization for the people that are trying to cover this subject. Anyways, guys, as long as it lasts, let's keep reporting on what's going on, keep spreading the news, tag everybody that you know, let them... Make sure that they are fully aware, especially if they have children, especially if they have kids. Let them know what's going on so that they can avoid this content. Because right now, I think that's the safest thing for them.